Hey everybody. Um Today is Thursday. I want to say it's like around the 27th of July 2017. I had a really rough day, a bad day. Uh I had met this guy and he's really sweet and I really liked him, and he just told me he's going on vacation. So I don't get to see him for a while. So my feelings were kind of hurt a little bit, but I went to my girlfriend's house and we hung out for a little minute, and I felt a little bit better. And we had a couple shots, and then she didn't want to drive because we were kind of drunk. I said, no problem, I'll take a bus, it'll be okay. But I guess they canceled the bus in my city. It used to run till 3 o'clock. It ran till 3 o'clock in the morning. And so I left around 11 to go home. And I didn't know they had stopped running them. And I got one halfway, but then I didn't get the other part of my trip. They said, we stopped running at midnight now, so all the early morning shifts are done, and you just missed the last bus by like 10 minutes. So I was upset. And I don't have a lot of money like that, but I had to get your Uber. So I caught the Uber, and it was like $20 to get home. I really don't have like $20 all the time. Just be spending, you know. So I did that, and then I got home and I went to bed, and I'm supposed to get my eyelashes filled. They're not. They're kind of like, see how they kind of look a little bit like low. He usually does them really thick. I'm supposed to get them filled, and I was so tired or whatever that I didn't wake up in time. So I missed my eyelash appointment, and that really upset me because my lashes are super important to me. And then I got an email. I had applied. I think I told you guys I'm going to Spain in September for a study abroad program. I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But I don't have a lot of money. I don't work, and Spain's like really expensive, So I applied for this scholarship for kids who are in need, who want to go abroad, and they denied me. So unfortunately, I'm not going to have any scholarship money, and it's going to be really difficult for me there. I'm really upset about this because I don't have income. I have a lot of like traumatic work experiences, and so I'm cry. So I'm really hesitant to get a job because of all the bad stuff that's happened to me. And no one's being helpful. And, I just don't have a lot of money. And I'm just really hurt because it's been so hard. I know this, but it'll be okay. I'll figure it out. The dog needs a haircut. Nobody I cut the lawn. I keep telling him it's $5 to have the guy come every 2 weeks and do the lawn. And I told him, y'all gotta pay it. You guys it's it's $10 a month, just pay it. But they keep talking to me that he'd rather buy alcohol. He'd rather get drunk than mow the fucking lawn right. So he used a piece of shit lawnmower it's not right for the lawn, because our lawn has it's got like what do they call that when you got like nice like gnomes and like, well, she have it's like a flower bed, and it's made out of stones, and so the lawnmower can't get that, and it can't get the edges, so the lawn looks really choppy and not very pretty. And not only that, the mower, it's like a $10 mower, so it doesn't rake up the grass after it's done cutting it, so it's all chopped up, and the grass, the cut part of the grass clippings, you have to sweep them. And he refused to sweep them because he said it's not my job. So now the lawn looks like crap, and the front porch is all covered in like, grasses, and I kept telling them they have to build the gutter. They built the gutter the wrong way, and I said, you need to build the gutter different because that's not going to work. And nobody listened to me, and they yelled at me and said, well, you're not a fucking architect. You don't fucking know nothing. And, I was right. And it didn't work. And now, I'm going to have to clean it up. And you're so frustrated, because I feel like I've been working so hard. And I feel like, like nobody's working with me. It's just, I always feel like it's just me, you know? That's alright, it's no big deal, I'll figure it out. And now I'm crying, and when you cry, your eyelashes fall out more. And I don't have no money, and they want to go to the movies tomorrow. And I told her she could buy the movie, but she want to go get her nails done before the movie. I don't got nail money. I was supposed to go on this date with this guy tonight. And then, I guess he's like a scammer. Because he asked me to come see him. I said, well, okay, but I can't have a car, so you have to Uber me. He said he can't Uber. So I was like, okay, well, I could Uber, and then you could just pay me back, And then he wouldn't respond to me. That's fucking crazy. Like, I don't know. And I talked to my friend. He's doing really good. He's got like a new house and a new car, and he looks really nice. It made me so upset. I was like, how am I just like working my ass? Like, I have plantar fasciitis in my feet because I've been walking so much. I'm like, how? It's just unreal. I'm upset. And then, racist. The school is racist, right? Honestly, on Jesus, if you're applying to schools, don't go to Wayne State University. Go to a different university. I've been at Wayne State for 10 years, and I feel nothing but robbed. I feel like they took all my money, and they haven't given me anything. I feel unsupported. I never feel supported at the school. I constantly feel that I am the victim of prejudice, sexism, and racism at that college. Constantly. Like, practically on a daily or a weekly basis at that university. It's so disappointing. And on that note, I've even spoken out. I've spoken out. There have been some incidents at the university that have been major incidents. There was a Spanish club that I definitely felt a victim in the club many times. There were professors who said things to me that were very uncool, and I got to a point where I had to speak on it. And it's called the ombudsman, and you speak to them, and they're supposed to represent you and support you if something happens to you. And the ombudsman said basically, basically she said, well, you're not important, and you're not important. That's how I felt. That's really what I felt the sentiment of her words were. And it was so hurtful, so the fucking university. So they want you to take a certain number of classes. It's kind of racist a little bit too, because to insinuate that one dialect is more better than any other dialect is a largely racist practice. And they only want you to speak one dialect of Spanish, which is European Spanish. And they make you take like 8 classes in European grammar, which is so silly when there's so much more to Spanish culture than fucking grammar. Like I want to take a class in, I'm going to Spain, Granada, Spain. And, and the Granada, Spain is where the Moors conquered. When they came in through Spain, the Moors conquered Granada. And there's a lot of Moorish architecture and history, Islamic history. And I just think with the opportunity to be in Granada and learn Moorish and Islamic history would be like way more better than learning Detroit Islamic history, I mean, yeah, we had Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad, but this is like, ancient, like, 13th century or whatever. And so they told me, no, I need grammar. And I called them, I petitioned, I said, I really think that y'all should reconsider. And they said, we're so sorry. It's more important that you, know the European linguistics than that you learn, then Islamic history is not, isn't going to help you in your future. And I felt like a victim then too. But, that's the white man, and the white man says what he wants to say. And we all have to do it. So, yay. That's it. I've been going to McKinney Moon ceremony, and they've been helping me. I did my Buddhist chanting. I'm a Nichiren Buddhist, and so I try to do chanting a lot. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. And I've been pretty good about keeping up with it and doing it. I shabukud my mom, and I got her to come to a meeting. So that was really good, you know. It was good to do that. I guess I'll try to chant tomorrow. We can chant, you know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But that's it. I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon.